Hey everybody, it's me, Sven Sharpen here, bringing you day number 61 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, how about you hit the like and subscribe button down below? It'll help me out a lot. Today's video is about another autistic detransitioner, or more accurately, a desister. So, somebody who was trans for a while, or thought they were trans, but never went through any of the crazy procedures that are associated with it. And this is Autistic Detransitioners, a series within a series where I talk about the experiences of autistics who went through that whole process, or at least thought they were trans, before they eventually regretted it, or at least desisted. In the case of Simon Amaya Price, today's his birthday actually, so happy birthday to him. I hope he has a great day, and if you're watching this, I hope you have a great day. So Simon Amaya Price is an autistic guy who's roughly my age, and his birthday's today, so he's about my age. And at 14, he thought he was trans, and the reason for that, there's actually a bunch of reasons for that, but he had a lot of bullying in school, and he did transfer schools, but that might have been by choice, and he did have friends, but for some unknown reason they left him, and I'm sure this had an effect, not to mention he was SA'd on a school field trip or something as a child by an older student who might have actually been 18. So, well, that's a crime right there. And also was sort of taught the ideas of that sort of identity. And so before you knew it, he said he was trans, and his father praised him for not letting him go through all of that. But Simon hated his dad for it at the time, but of course today he's more than thankful, because who knows, like, that could have been so much worse. And I'm thankful that he didn't end up like, some of the other people I've seen and even met up with. But he still lost 3 years of his life just for thinking he was a girl. And, he did eventually desist because he saw what was going on. It's mainly the grace of God, but his dad not affirming him helped out with that. And also he had some common sense in his mind, mainly after seeing a 16-year-old girl who had her breasts removed. So her breasts were missing, and that happened to her a year earlier, so at age 15. So, that definitely woke him up, and it didn't desist him immediately, but it did give him common sense, and eventually he desisted. Praise God. I mean, this could have been a lot worse. But, later on, he had an event, he wanted to have an event at Berkeley Music College in Boston, where I guess he graduated. I don't know when exactly. He might have graduated. But he wanted to have an event in October last year, but he got so many death threats. He wanted to raise awareness about what he had been through and about desistance and detransition, but he got so many death threats that he had no choice but to postpone the event. And that obviously didn't help. But he was able to host his event the following month, so that's great, and I like that. And it raises a lot of awareness, and of course he's now been testifying in his area and across the country, even in Colorado. I mean, he testified online, but he still testified in Colorado against the bills I was fighting against. So that's amazing, and I appreciate the work he does. And I've grown to know him a good bit on X. I've been in contact, and, just want to say happy birthday, and I'm sharing your story. And, I hope we get our word out and continue to raise more awareness about all this so we can save our people and save America, and so we can have the life that our parents got to live. And, it's been great. I hope to meet you in person at some point. But yeah, that was day number 61. I will see you on day 62. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.